Clearing, clearing. Hello, friends. My name is Tara. I enjoy taking readings of our beautiful Mother Earth through the vibrations of her mineralized crystalline structure. Then reading verbatim the crystal and other card messages to the collective in a non-opinionated and honest way. In this way, you, the collective, may derive your own interpretations and opinions of my readings as you see fit. Please enjoy within peace. Namaste. Now, I wanted to take a little peek into Mother Earth to see if we could learn what one of our favorite idols is up to today. His nickname is Cookie, and let's see if he's left some little crumbs to read and follow. Shall we begin? These are earth cards, fire cards, water, air, and storm. So what I'm going to do is pull the deck out like this and ask Spirit or Cookie's higher self to come in and tell me which card to pull. So give me a second. He says the top one, so here we go. Excellent. Hematite. Manifest light. Oh, my light is not doing too well. Let's see if I can change lighting here. Anyway, it says hematite, manifest light. Next ones will be fire. He says to pick this one. Manifestation. Citrine. Next will be water. He chooses this one. Spinel, which symbolizes hope. Air. He says this one. Oh, beautiful. Is sugar light, and it indicates dreams. I hope you can see this. Sugar light and dreams. It's very pretty. Now storm, which is a combination of all together. This one? All right, just choosing this one. Yeah? Okay. Oh, heavenly days. storm. There you go. Straight up storm. There's no crystal about this. This is a straight up storm. So Cookie's having an interesting day. Now, as I said, I'm going to read for each and every one of these. Okay, hematite, manifest light. It's the earth, heart, and muladhara. Well, let's just call it the earth, heart, root chakra. And the affirmation is, I am a channel for light to manifest on earth. And the message of hematite is, hematite has appeared in your cards today to remind you that part of your purpose here on earth is to bring the light of spirit into the physical world through your creations, actions, and words. Our earth walk is not meant to be a rejection of the physical plane and a constant attempt to escape it. It is supposed to be a tremendous opportunity to bring our highest visions, dreams, thoughts, and consciousness down to earth to transform this level of being. So often we expand our energy trying to get off the rock and back home to the higher realms. Trust me, you will die and your consciousness will go back from whence it came, back to infinite light and love. But going home is not the point of the journey here on earth. The point is to bring that energy and consciousness down here so that the realm of physicality can become illuminated and enlightened. Manifesting light is the great task in which we have come to earth to participate. The process of manifesting light is a process of bringing your highest awareness, presence, and intention to your daily activities. You can manifest light with each breath if you are grounded and present in that breath. You can manifest light into your meals, your relationships, and your work by simply bringing your consciousness and presence into every activity in these areas of your life. By being present and grounded in your body, you are manifesting light into it. It doesn't take ceremony or a prescribed belief or a particular type of job. Manifesting light only requires that you bring consciousness to your actions, choices, and thoughts. Take time throughout the day to focus on expressing the light of spirit through whatever you are doing. Connect with the earth element and bring the light not only into your body but onto the planet as well. It is through this expression of spirit that the age of light will be born into the world. The next one is citrine, which is a fire element. Oop. Citrine. It's the sacral and solar plexus chakras. The affirmation is, I co-create in harmony with divine will. In this the message of citrine. When citrine appears in your layout, you are being asked to take a good look at what you are creating at the moment. What are the beliefs, thoughts, and desires that are creating the present situation for you? Remember, you will manifest whatever it is that you hold most in your mind and energy. Are your words and actions consistent with what you say you want to create? You are constantly bringing your reality into being through your thoughts, comments, and actions. Is your reality the reality you want? What can you change in your thoughts, words, and actions to change your experience? Citrine has appeared today as your ally in order to aid you in clarifying what it is you truly want to manifest and what aligns most closely with divine will, not ego. When you align yourself with divine will, you will learn to manifest only those things that are for the highest good of all concerned. In this way, you will begin to see each creation you birth onto the earth plane as a manifestation of light and an expression of joy. The time is now ripe for creations to take form. Ensure you are aligned, clear any outmoded thoughts, and embrace divine will. And the next one is Hope Spinel. Spinel, which is a water sign. Oop. Okay. Spinel, Hope. Heart and throat chakra. The affirmation is, this too shall pass. So the message of Spinel. Spinel is encouraging you to have hope and put a stop to cynical or negative thinking. You cannot see the whole plan and the way in which all of the players are involved or how events are meant to unfold. There may be many aspects of your current situation that are hidden from you. When you allow hope to fill your heart, you are displacing the negativity that this ignorance of the divine plan can create. You allow yourself to be inspired by the knowledge that there is a reason for the current situation that serves the divine plan and that this too shall pass. Since the only constant is that everything changes, that also means that those situations that are happy must also change. The ebb and flow of life encourage you to release attachment to the happy times as well as the difficult ones. Happy times will come once more, as will difficult times. What is most important is how you respond to these changes. Do you grasp and attempt to control or preserve the status quo? Or do you release experiences with gratitude for the learning and memories they have given you? Spinel encourages you to let go of attachment and hold hope in your heart in anticipation of happy times to come. There is a light breaking through the storm clouds, and Spinel is bringing you the elevating message that you should, indeed, allow yourself to hope. Okay, the next one is Sugar Light, which indicates dreams. And, okay, it's the third eye and crown chakra. The affirmation is, I follow my dreams to my highest good. And the message of Sugar Light is, let's see. Sugar Light is calling you to expand your vision and imagine new goals and directions for your life. A higher vision of your reality is called for with a new focus. Your higher self may be communicating a new direction to you through your night dreams and daydreams. This card often appears when you've lost your heart's passion for your goals, but continue to work toward them out of habit. Or you may have accomplished a goal and blown right past the finish line without acknowledgement and celebration. Look at where you may have become complacent or even have given up on your goals because they have not yet manifested. The divine is calling you to refocus your vision of your direction and to check to ensure your heart is still invested. This card's appearance can also signal the imminent manifestation of your intention or goal. If the card appears in the gift position in a layout, you can be assured that if you keep your eyes on the prize, your intention will manifest soon. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, now the last one is Storm. So let's go. That's going to be the very first one of my storm definitions. So the chakra is the soul heart, and the affirmation is, I embrace change. So the message of Storm. When storm whirls through your cards, you are being blessed with a time of considerable change and growth. The growth that storm brings is rarely easy. Ego-based beliefs and ideas may be shattered. Old beliefs that were held dear may become empty of meaning. But this cleansing of obsolete energies is crucial to gaining new levels of deeper understanding and growth. Storm is calling you to stretch out your arms to the sky and invoke the powers of lightning, rain, wind, and earth. In doing so, you will begin your initiation into the deeper mysteries of your life and will consciously Embrace the necessary change that the storm element brings. It is important to release resistance to the change that is coming. The harder you hold on to those parts of your life that no longer serve your soul, the harder the storm will need to blow in order to help you to release. If you can consciously surrender whatever is no longer necessary for your growth or well being, you will find that storm can be an energizing and empowering experience. Remember that the point of the cleansing is to allow you to regain dynamic balance rather than static balance in your life. With dynamic balance, you will feel more empowered to respond to anything that arises on any level of your reality. Ultimately, the goal is to live in a state of storm where you will embody all of the elemental forces in optimum balance and in a dynamically responsive way. Wow, that's super cool. Well, I would have to say that Cookie is definitely experiencing an interesting day. And I feel this is probably going to last through the week as far as his base. Now, Cookie's spirit is calling for the animal cards, the Druid Animal Oracle. Now, I shuffled these earlier, but I will shuffle them in front of you just once. So, okay. Okay. Cookie, how do you want me to draw this? Cookie's higher self. Okay, spread. Oh boy. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Which one? It's asking me to move my hand. Which one? This one or this one? This one? Okay. Alrighty then. Oh my gosh. The stag. Very cool. Let me put these away. So stag would be Cookie's higher self is asking me to read the entire information for stag. Okay. Stag. I wanted to show you guys this. It's a beautiful picture of a gorgeous buck. And I would say that one is a holy Hannah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pointer. Shiminy Christmas. Beautiful though, huh? Beautiful. Okay. The stag symbolizes pride, independence, and purification. This card shows a stag bellowing as it stands before a gateway of birch trees. According to Druid tradition, the birch is the tree of beginnings, and the stag is a creature from the beginning of time. The gateway represents the place of transition from this world to the other world, and the stag is often seen as an otherworldly messenger. On the rock beside him is the carved figure of a man wearing antlers. He is the god Cermunos, Herne the Hunter, or Merlin. The plants in the foreground are all associated with the stag. Pennycress, which is deer's pot herb. mountain sorrel, deer's sorrel, common asparagus, deer's son's leek, and heath rush, deer's oats. Dam, which is the Druid name for stag, brings us the qualities of grace, majesty, and integrity. Contemplating the stag can help you achieve a greater sense of poise and dignity. If you are ever confronted with a situation in which you feel vulnerable or under scrutiny, such as in a court of law or a public appearance, by attuning to the stag and asking for the protection of his spirit, you will find yourself feeling calmer, stronger, and more dignified. The stag signifies independence too, both spiritual and physical. By drawing this card, you will be able to find the strength to gain and maintain your independence. In Ogham, the Druid language of the sacred trees, the stag is related to Baith, the birch tree, and the number 1. The birch is associated with the blessings of beginnings. It is auspicious to draw this card when contemplating new projects. The stag's connection with fertility and sexuality signifies that you will find a way to bring dignity, grace, power, and integrity to your sexual life. Now, I'm going to read the reversed meaning simply because it gives a person perspective on the opposing messages and what may be wafting through, at this point, Cookie's life. So the other meaning would be this card shows that you need to examine the degree to which your pride is helping or hindering you. Pride can be a valuable feeling when it helps you to give only of your best, but it can also block your development and enjoyment of life if it exists only to protect your feelings of vulnerability and inadequacy. Ask yourself whether your pride is serving you, and if not, see whether the qualities of the stag can help you find integrity and dignity without the need for inappropriate pride. The stag god, as lord of the hunt, is responsible for culling, which can be seen as a process of purification or sacrifice, maintaining a proper ecological balance. Drawing this card reverse may signify the need for sacrifice or purification in your life, perhaps through a letting go of unnecessary possessions or emotional attachments, thereby helping you to gain independence and integrity. The tradition of the stag. I am a stag of 7 tines, the song of Ahsian. All deer are beautiful, graceful creatures, but stags are also majestic by virtue of their magnificent antlers made up of a number of spikes or tines. The antlers start to grow in the early summer and are fully developed by rutting time, the mating season in late autumn. Around the Druid festival time of Imbolc on February 1st, they shed their antlers shortly before the birth of their young. According to Welsh tradition, the stag is one of the 5 oldest animals in the world. We read of these animals in the story of Culhwch and Olwen, the earliest of tales to speak of King Arthur and his knights. In the story, the young hero Culhwch, falls in love with the giant's daughter, Olwen. The giant will give his daughter's hand in marriage only if Culhwch performs 39 impossible tasks, such as to obtain the tusk of the chief boar and to capture the hounds of Rhymi. But with the aid of Arthur and his men, the tasks are accomplished. Culhwch is wedded to Olwen, and the giant is beheaded. One of the tasks set by the giant was to free Mabon, the Celtic divine youth or son of light, often equated with Apollo or Christ, from his underworld imprisonment. Arthur chose 4 men to seek Mabon, including Geiriar, interpreter of tongues, a man who could speak the languages of birds and beasts. To discover the whereabouts of Mabon, they sought the oldest animal, the black bird of Kilgri. But the blackbird directed them to a still older animal, the stag of Redenfure on Fernbreak Hill. On reaching the hill, Geiriar said to the stag, "We are King Arthur's messengers. We have come to you since we know of no animal older than you. What can you tell us of Mabon? The stag replied, I know nothing of Mabon, but I will be your guide and will lead you to an animal that God made before me. He led the party to the owl of Kaluid, who led them to the eagle of Geranabi, who directed them finally to the oldest animal of all, the salmon, who took them to the castle where Mabon was imprisoned. The stag is therefore one of 5 totem animals that are central to British tradition. The sequence of totem beasts from blackbird to salmon representing a journey that moves us ever deeper into the realm of the other world. Dressing as stags. For millennia, humans have attempted to partake of the stag's power, dignity, and connection with the other world by dressing as stags for ceremony and dance. In Britain, this ritualistic activity is at least 9,500 years old. At Star Carr in Yorkshire, a Mesolithic settlement of this age has been excavated and a number of stag skulls complete with antlers have been found with hollowed out insides and holes cut to make them easy to wear. The Celtic cauldron found at Gundestrup in Denmark shows Cernunnos or a Celtic shaman wearing such an antlered headdress, and human figures with antlered heads figure strongly in legend and folklore. Every year at rutting time in September, the Abbots Bromley horn dancers perform a dance with antlered headdresses. Such was the prevalence of similar activities throughout Britain that in the 7th century St. Augustine issued strict instructions that no one must indulge in that most filthy habit of dressing up as a stag. Lord of the Animals. The Lord of the Animals was pictured as a man with antlers, the combination of human and animal characteristics signifying otherworldly powers. Such a figure is seen in the legend of Herne the Hunter, an antlered man living in Windsor Forest who is said to appear at times of national crises, and in Cernunnos, the Celtic god of hunting. Traces of Cernunnos can be found in place names such as Cerne Abbas in Dorset, site of a great Ithyphallic giant carved in chalk on the hillside. Cernunnos is associated both with fertility and hence sexuality, and with hunting and culling. He is seen as the lord of the wild hunt, which carries the spirits of the dead to the other world. As well as traveling to the other world with the wild hunt, the stag is also seen as a messenger from that realm, and for this reason he has often been associated with the festival of Samhain, October 31st to November 2nd, when the veil between the world and the next is drawn aside so that we can commune with the ancestors. He brings with him power and knowledge of this other realm, and he carries on his back not only the king of Fairy, but Merlin too. Ooh. Are they saying Cookie's magic? Okay. Cookie's higher self is asking for earth magic. So, let's see. I've already shuffled these, but let me shuffle them once more. Okay. How do you want these? How do you want them? Cut or... Okay. Cut. Cut. And then pull this one. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Rain, purification. All right. Rain. Oh, it's hard to see this. Rain. It's a pretty card. It shows like the water seems like it's purple. Okay, so rain. All of it? Not just the... Okay. All right. He wants to hear all of this. Rain, signifying purification. No matter whether it's a light shower or a deluge, rain cleanses and purifies. The moisture that has evaporated from the various bodies of water on the planet and was drawn into the atmosphere now returned to Earth as liquid precipitation in nature's vast and comprehensive water recycling program. Depending on when and where the rain falls, it can come as a welcome relief or a nuisance. Even the air smells fresh after a good rain. It also brings in clean water, which provides needed sustenance for plants, animals, and humans. It is most intense. At its most intense, rainstorms arrive as an avalanche of water, often accompanied by great and powerful winds, with considerable flooding and destruction as an unfortunate consequence of nature's impersonal balancing act. What is purged makes way for new life to appear. Purifying your mind, body, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purify your mind by identifying a prominent belief you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time. Purify your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more deeply. Let yourself feel your grief. Truly feel it, so that the rivers of your tears become miniature baptisms that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple and seat of the soul, by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasing the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. It is no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called lifeblood, as it is so essential to every form of life on earth. Take time to purify yourself. And you know what? I'm getting the feeling of like I'm really thirsty and my throat's closing up. I wonder if Cookie's feeling the same way and needs to drink more water. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for the hint. Okay. The last deck that I've been requested to pull is of the fairies, fairy messages. So let's see. One more shuffle. Okay, how do you want that? Spread him? How? In my hand? Okay. Well, let's see. This is hard to do. Spreading him in my hand. He's asking me to, his higher self is asking me to spread him. This one? That one? Okay. Alrighty then. Spring. Pretty butterfly over a little fairy and a red flower. It says, your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. How very cool. So let's see what spring. Oh, spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. The answer to your question and prayers will occur during the springtime. Prior to that season, you'll benefit from the many blessings that your wishes have already attracted. Stay filled with faith and give any worries to the fairies because they can see behind the scenes and will ensure that your desires and blessings are on their way. Additional meanings for this card. A pregnancy, birth, or adoption will take place. A project that you're starting with will be successful. Work with flower essences. Plant a garden or spend time in one. Open yourself to new beginnings. Dive into a fresh start. Spring cleaning your home or office will be rewarding. Wonder if Spirit's talking to me. Ignore that. Okay, so there you have it, my friends. A tribute to little Cookie Crumbs. Oh, wait a minute. Spirit, I think, wants me to say something. Has Cookie had time to watch this reading himself? And he says, no, not yet, but I will. Okay, they're signing off for now. And I'm hearing in my head, ta-ta, until next time. So, thank you. And I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And let's all hope for Cookie's success.